you can...
Hi everyone, I've just started a little bit earlier, just to connect, to just test our connection. So I'll just be, I may actually come off for a little bit and then come back on again. So I'm just laughing. My my dog's just joined us, and also had quite a laugh that my son started practicing his saxophone as well about 2 minutes ago. So anyway, here we are. I'm just wondering, it must be about 12:30 now, so I'm thinking that a few more of you have tuned in. Is that the right thing to say? So this is my setup today. I'm in the conservatory, and I've just set up. I've got a mat and a cushion. You might be outside on a blanket and a cushion, or you might be in just your seat, and I will be just going between the two. And showing you some exercises here. So I can't remember how many days we've been doing this now, but tomorrow I'm going to be out and about walking again. And for those of you that can perhaps take a lunch time, that would be really nice. Nice to see you. And then on Friday, I don't know if Lisa's... hi Di, lovely to see you, that you're watching. Nice for you to join me. And it may be on Friday that Lisa will do more one of our senior style TLC classes, sessions that is all about exercising in the chair. She's brilliant at that, and I think you'll really enjoy seeing her. Hopefully on Friday, if not next week. So we'll just see when Lisa can join us. So tomorrow it will be another walking one, so I hope you can join me then. And then hopefully today you've already got out for a walk, or perhaps you can get out this afternoon. Okay, so I'm going to pass my phone over to Mike, my film producer, and also just switching it round to... he's doing all sorts of hand signals to me. Okay, so I'm sitting down on my yoga mat, and I'm just sitting on the cushion just to help me. Please keep your comments coming in so that I can see who is watching. Just say hi to me, that'd be brilliant, because I'll come and have a look at the screen in a moment to see who's there. So if you are sitting on your mat or on the floor, your position for these exercises are that your heels lead away from your bottom, okay? And I've just thought you may want to put your phone somewhere near you, maybe on the floor, so that you can see what I'm saying. That's fine. I know that some of you were having a problem in looking at your screen and doing the exercise and hearing me. And I know that the connection was really poor yesterday, so I apologise for that. Hopefully it's better today. So you're either on the floor, sitting on your cushion, your heels are leading away from you, and your pelvis, as you know, most of you that stride with us, your pelvis, if you can imagine it like a bucket, and you're thinking about it being quite straight and upright, what you're not doing is leaning back as if the water is pouring out the back, okay? And I think it's probably quite impossible to do where you're leaning forward and it's pouring out the front at this point, but you're thinking about your pelvis as being like a bucket. I'm going to come on the chair in a moment to show you how to do this as well. If you're finding this placement too difficult, you can just raise your feet, that's fine. It's your pelvis placement that's actually most important. So it's keeping this nice and straight. You're keeping that length in your spine as much as you reasonably can. Okay, and your shoulder blades are dropping down your back, so that you're centralising that stability, that strength here. So that's kind of your placement here. You can just place your hands either side of you, okay, and that helps you to lift up through that spine. So if you're okay just for a moment, just sitting like this, just thinking about your breath, and I will go into the chair to just show those people that are in a chair. Thank you, Mike. So you're sitting, your feet are at right angles, your knees are at right angles here. You're lifting again out of the pelvis, so that the bucket of your pelvis is nice and straight, and you're dropping the shoulder blades down the back. Again, always, nothing is gripping or clenching, okay? Nothing is gripping or clenching. You are just being quite soft with it. So relax and just focus on that breath just coming and going. Okay, So I'm going to do a couple of mobility exercises first of all on the mat. What happens with these mobility exercises, you're actually strengthening this area and you're also really correcting your posture. You'll find that you're really using your shoulders to draw down your back, and it's probably more energetic than you think it is. You're really using your cardio power to take the oxygen to your muscles. So all in all, it's a really quite, I suppose actually quite a vigorous exercise on your level. Okay, I'm going to go back onto the mat here, and you can stay in your seat to do these. So first of all, Mike, you're going to just need to come into my feet at this point. What I want you to do, we're just going to work our feet, and I want you to think about, if I go like this, then you'll be able to see them. I want you to think about spreading your toes, okay, and then relaxing, okay, and then you're spreading the toes. It's really strange, most people really laugh at this. I know my sister does, because your toes really never do what you think they're going to do. But you're spreading those toes and then you're just relaxing. And the whole time you're lifting out of the pelvis, dropping the shoulder blades down the back and then spreading the toes. Okay, and then relaxing now, or you're clenching like that. Okay, and now you are spreading the toes. And obviously you can do this in your seat. You may have your shoes on, that's fine. You might be a little bit more limited, but that's okay. You're just spreading the toes and then you're clenching. And that breath just continues to just come and go, not trying to change it or manipulate it at all. Okay, we're going to change it slightly now. I want you to bring your big toe, sorry, your big toe is to go away from you and your other toes are to come towards you. How's that working? Is that happening for you? Often not, but it's just nice to focus on those toes, getting the foot strength really good for your stride. Okay, and then we're going to reverse it. Your other toes away and your big toes towards you. Okay, keep lifting out of the pelvis. I'm going to reverse it again, big toes away, little toes towards you. Kind of glad I got my summer feet ready for this. Wow, wouldn't have been so nice for you guys looking at this if I hadn't. Okay, and then coming back the other way, big toes towards, little toes away. Keep lengthening out the pelvis. Keep that breath flowing. Okay, then we're going to change it. I'm going to go into my seat so that it gives a bit of variety here. We're going to change it, and you're going to just do some circle rotations in your ankles. So you keep lengthening out of the pelvis. I like to do mine both the opposite way, but obviously you can do it like this. It's so versatile. Or the other way. Just doing some rotations there. All of these movements are really good for arthritis. Okay, back the other way. Okay, keep lifting out the pelvis, working the shoulder blades down the back. Okay, now what we're going to do is back into that seated position. Okay, is that you're just going to place both hands on one knee, and the other one, the other leg, you're going to raise the knee and do the knee rotations here. I'm going to come on the floor to show you guys on the floor how to do it. It's quite funny. You're going to laugh, hopefully. Okay. And then you can swap to the other leg. The ones that are in the chairs, you swap to the other leg. And here, what you're going to do is steady yourself on your bottom, hands under your legs. You're going to take the legs up, and then you're going to do those rotations. A nice stomach workout. For those of you that are on the chair, hopefully you've swapped legs. I'm really wishing now that Mike was doing a side profile rather than having a nice full vision of my bottom. Back the other way. Thank you very much. Comments please, or maybe not. Okay, and then dropping those legs. Okay, so you're now back into this position, nicely lengthening out of the pelvis again, nicely lengthened through that spine. Hands by your side. I'm really sorry, this is not right for you now. You can bring your hands here and bring your legs here, and then we're just going to do those rotations through the spine that we did yesterday. Okay, a couple of those. In the chair, you're doing the same thing. You can really feel your stomach muscles working on this. Okay, and you can see that I'm making a C there with the spine, and as I go profile, you can see I'm doing this, leaning back, and then doing a C there. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Okay, so a couple the other way. Okay, good stuff. Okay, so now you can either lengthen those legs, keep those legs bent. In the chair, we are going to just take the shoulders into the circle, shoulder rotations. Okay, the whole time you're lengthening the crown of your head away from the tailbone. Okay, making those circles bigger as you go, and then back the other way. Making those circles bigger. Okay, and then finish by dropping the shoulder blades down the back. Then you're going to take the arms up, and you're going to do those rotations with the wrists. Again, all really good for arthritis here. Okay, some of us are already being affected by this, and obviously you just wanted to reduce that impact. Okay, and then we're going to do a similar thing now with the fingers that we did with the toes. And we're going to clench those hands, and then we're going to extend the fingers. Okay, all in this good posture, working the shoulder blades down the back. So you're weight training now your shoulders with the weight of your arms. Ideally, your elbows should be higher than your shoulders. Okay. And now we're going to take the arms to the side, and we're going to go the opposite way, I suppose the unnatural way with the rotations now with your hands. Keep working the shoulder blades down the back. You're really going to start feeling this in your cylinder to keep your body placement in the same way. If you're feeling it too much, obviously you can lower your hands. You can have your hands on your lap while you're doing it. That's no problem at all. Okay. And then taking the hands again back down to your side. So we're going to do those rotations now with the neck. Just a reminder, we're going to keep the length in the neck really long so that you have that chin-chest connection here. So when we go backwards, it's only a slight backwards movement, okay, rather than dropping it all the way back. And you keep the shoulder blades dropping down the back there. Okay, so first of all, your ear down to your shoulder. Okay, feel the stretch down that side of the neck, and then rotation all the way around, taking the ear to the shoulder, and then taking it back, keep the length in the neck. Okay, down to the side. Okay, nice rotations there. Okay, one last one. Keep that length in that spine still. Okay, and then back the other way. After this, these rotations, please comment back to me. Let me know how the connection was. Let me know how you're feeling with the exercises. Okay, if you've enjoyed them today, it's nice to get that kind of escape. Okay, so now I shall come round to see what comments we have. So hopefully you're just going to let me know how you've got on with the exercises, if it's clear, if the view is being all right, if I need to improve my film producer. Okay, so yes, I've got brilliant stuff. Yeah, I know, Claire, you can't do the one where the you get the knees rotating. Oh, brilliant. So yeah, and you're at your desk today, so that's great. Nice to see you, Sylvan. I'm glad you're watching. That's lovely. Oh, and yeah, that's brilliant. Pleased you've joined us again, Patricia and Natalie. That's great. Excellent. I'm glad, Claire, you've got your toes doing the right thing there. Brilliant stuff. Okay. Nice to hear from you. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we'll do some of the standing exercises. I've just realised I just needed to check the time. How are we doing, Mike?
1:45.
1:45. Okay, brilliant stuff. So we're going to do some of the standing poses, but I will adapt them for those that are sitting. That's no problem at all. So the exercises are going to be, I think you're better off over there, Mike, standing. Yeah, okay, so changing between two. So again, going back to your good posture, your feet and hip distance apart as always. There'll be a slight turning out of your feet because that's how your legs connect into your hips, into your pelvis. So remember that you're keeping those knees slightly soft, okay, they're never locked out, nice and soft. You're lifting out of the hips, okay, so that you're feeling that stomach working a little more. You're dropping the shoulder blades down the back, okay. Your head is centrally balanced. You can probably imagine a plumb line. It's not going to be perfect, but a plumb line going from my ear, my shoulder, my hip, my knee and my ankle. And it should be roughly a straight line, a plumb line going through there. And that is your good standing pose. So once you're in that position and you have the space, we're just going to do the stretches where we just drop down to the side, okay? These are those easy stretches. So in your chair, you can be doing those as well. You're dropping your fingertips down towards the floor, but you're taking the crown of your head up towards the sky, okay? You're feeling the stretch here. You're feeling the strength in your stomach. You get to that furthest point that you feel comfortable and you take a breath in. And as you let the air go, you relax into that stretch. You're not trying to make the stretch happen. You're literally just relaxing into that stretch. Okay, deep breath in and then relaxing, allowing it to happen. So the same in the chairs, you're just doing the arm action, that's fine. Pressing through the feet for stability, that's a really great way, both standing and sitting. Okay, and then slowly coming back up to the top and then down the other side. Okay, so working the shoulder blades down the back, lengthening through the crown of your head, dropping your fingertips down the legs. Keep working the shoulder blades down the back. Deep breath in. And as you let that air go, dropping a little further. Then deep breath in. Letting the air go, dropping a little further. Okay, and then slowly back up to the top. Okay, so I'm going to do the stretches that we will do on our walking in this point, so that you're all familiar with them, so that when you're then walking, you can just literally listen to my my coaching. So those are the sideways bends that we've just done. I'm now going to do the stomach stretch that we did whilst we were out walking. And I'll show you it profile. So you are always in good posture, so feet hip distance apart. You're probably still in the same pose, so I'm not going to go over it again. Your hands go on your thighs, okay, your shoulder blades drop down the back. You can do this standing or sitting, that's fine, so you can all take part in this now. The bottom slightly tucks under, okay, you take the chin towards your chest, and then you're lifting upwards and backwards, okay, with the crown of your head, and that enables you to go into, as you can see, a slight back bend. And you're getting a really nice stretch to the stomach, most of us actually really keep the tension in our stomach, and it's that actually creates the stomach problems when we're feeling stressed. So this is a really good stretch to do. So lifting upwards and backwards. Okay, take a deep breath in. Okay, releasing the air, taking that stretch a little further. So you're stretching and strengthening that stomach there. One more time, deep breath in, releasing the air, okay, to take the head upwards and backwards, and then slowly coming back to the start position, okay, and then the other one I'd like to show you today is a progression on the sideways stretch. So you take your feet nice and wide. For those of you that are sitting in your seat, you can just listen and just watch just for a moment. And if you want to take copy part of it, you're more than welcome to. So you're going to show me your back a bit, Mike. Is that better? Yeah. Okay. So feet nicely apart. Your back foot is quite straight. Your other one is angled slightly, at 45 degrees angle. Okay. You are then bending your knee towards your toes. Okay. You are You're taking your arms up to shoulder height. Okay, reaching out with those fingertips, dropping the shoulder blades down the back. Okay, this pose is our warrior pose. Okay, so nice and strong, pressing through the feet. You'll feel the muscles in your legs really engaging. I want to progress this on a little further to bend through the knee. Okay, centralising that weight between both of your legs, pressing your feet into the floor. You can be doing this in your chair as well. Your arms can be doing this too in the chair, that's fine. Okay, and now you can start changing your arm position to take your front arm behind your knee and your other arm up into the sky, reaching upwards with this hand and then dropping the other hand behind your knee. Okay, lengthening through the spine, lengthening upwards. Okay, and then we're just allowing the stretching those fingertips away from each other. Okay, and then slowly coming back to that start position. Okay, and then round to the other side. So reaching out with those fingertips. And then rotating the arms to take one hand behind the knee and the other one straight up. Feeling the stretch in the stomach, the strength in your legs. Okay. And then taking that back to the start pose. Okay, and just dropping those arms. So when I start talking about warrior pose tomorrow, that's the kind of shapes that we're after. I'll talk you through that as well tomorrow there. Okay. The other one that I'm going to show you that I'd like to do is, and you can do this in the chair as well, is those feet hip distance apart. Okay. Then we're taking a deep breath in. As we release the air, we'll take the arms and the hands to prayer. The heels of your hands really press together. The shoulder blades work down the back. Okay. You are lengthening through the spine. Okay, you're kind of, it's maybe a strange expression, but you're broadening the shoulders so that you're opening the front of the chest, the back of the chest. This pose alleviates the tension in your neck. It initiates the muscles in your neck to work well. Sorry, Mike, I keep coming towards you, don't I? Pressing the heels of the hands together, allowing that breath to flow. And then to change or progress the stretch, I want you to think about your hips still facing forward. And then you're thinking about rotating through the spine, from the base of the spine all the way through to the top. Those hands are together, rotating through the spine, vertebra by vertebra, so that in consequence, naturally, your shoulders start to turn. You're really thinking about not leaning forward or not leaning back. You're trying to keep the body alignment nice and straight. Okay, and then you're rotating through all the way around. The last to rotate is the atlas bone, the bone underneath your skull, so that your head rotates. And that breath is flowing. Your hands are still pressing together. The chest is open and that breath is flowing. A really good stretch for the spine, but also a really great strengthener for the shoulders and for the stomach. That breath is flowing. And slowly coming back towards the front. Okay, and then round to the other side. So heels pressing in together, shoulder blades dropping down the back, and then you're rotating through the spine, vertebra by vertebra, from the bottom all the way to the top, and your hips are facing forward, all the way to the top, rotating through the neck. So remembering that you're not leaning backwards or sideways, you're really trying to keep stacked on each other, nice and straight, broadening the shoulders so it opens the front of the chest, the back of the chest, and then slowly coming all the way through, back to the front. Okay, and then the last one that I'd like to do is the ragdoll stretch again, because I know that this one is really good for you if you're sedentary, and obviously a lot of us are sitting a lot more often. So the ragdoll stretch is, and if the people that are sitting, I'm just going to come to you in a moment to show you how to do the stretch as you're sitting there. So ragdoll stretch is in good posture, feet hip distance apart, soft knees, and to keep the shoulder blades dropping down the back. You do chin to chest connection, hands on your thighs, and then you roll all the way down. Okay, rolling all the way down, keeping the feet pressing into the floor. It's the weight of your head and your arms that lengthens the spine. Okay, you can do this in chair position, okay, so that you're literally sitting, rolling down and getting the stretch. That's absolutely fine, so you're getting the stretch in the spine. So you can do this now if you want to, and I'm going to show you how you get a better stretch out of your legs. Okay, so those that are standing still with me, gently pressing through the feet to progress the stretch up the back of your legs. Allow the head to hang, that breath to flow. And hang in there for as long as you like. Okay, and I'll just tell you to come out of it in a moment, but obviously come out of it sooner if you want to. Okay, I'm just going to go to the people in the chair. So the people in the chair, I would suggest now that you slowly roll up. The ones standing, you can stay hanging there. We stretch for a long time, so that's fine. The more we stretch, the better our muscles will condition. Okay, rolling the shoulders down the back. So for those of you that are sitting in the chair, obviously you've got a really nice stretch when you've done this in your spine, but you haven't stretched your legs. So what I'd like you to do now is that hopefully all of you are in your seated position now. I'd like you to take your legs, one leg forward, both hands on the bent knee, and you are gently leaning forward. I don't know if you want to get more of a profile picture with this mic if it's not obvious, but your chest is coming down to your knees. For those of you that are standing still in ragdoll, you might be enjoying it there, but if you want to come up, please come up. So you're rolling all the way up to the top. Your head is the last to come up. And those of you that are sitting, stretching still, can stay there. Okay, and maybe using your breath, that breath drawing in and the breath releasing, you might find there's a little adjustment as you drop forward. Okay, and then you can slowly, when you're ready, come back up to the top, and then you're swapping over legs. Okay, dropping forward. For those of you that have just done standing ragdoll, you can just stand in prayer position, just working those shoulder muscles if you like, just allowing that breath to flow, pressing through the feet. So those of you that are seated that are doing this are now coming forward. Okay. Using that breath, deep breath in, that breath releasing. Okay, and then when you're ready, slowly coming back up to the top. So all of you now can come into that prayer position again if you like, and pressing the hands into that heart centre, the thumbs into the heart centre. The heart centre is, you know, that place, but usually where your bra is. Men, I don't know how to explain it for you, but that's the position there, okay. And the thumbs go into the heart centre, the shoulder blades work down the back, the elbows work down the back, and you're just allowing that breath to come and go. Just relaxing into that breath, just focusing on that blue sky. It's a visualisation that we like to use, is using the blue sky. So any other thoughts, allowing them to pass through like clouds, allowing that breath just to flow. That breath coming and going, relaxing the stomach muscles. Gently working the shoulder blades down the back. Just thinking about unclenching anything that's gripping. Just allowing that breath to flow. Just relaxing, noticing the body rhythms slowing. That mind's become a little more gentle. Okay, and then just releasing those hands, rolling those shoulders. Okay, and then I think we're kind of done today, really. I really enjoyed that, so it was worth me doing it anyway, so I hope you enjoyed it. I think the connection was better today. Mike hasn't mentioned anything about poor connection, so that's really good. Please let me know whether it's been worthwhile to you. I know that I've had a couple of people say, please keep going with this, because it feels like a bit of a lifeline, and my familiar voice, and perhaps our silly mistakes, that kind of thing. So I hope that's been good for you. And please let me know your thoughts on it. And this will be live on our site, so if you want to rerun it, obviously you can. If you want to just repeat this particular session just for yourself at any time, maybe after or before your walk or a bike ride, or actually at a time when you're feeling quite overwhelmed with everything, because it just will help you to, you know, just bring it all back to you and how you're feeling. Okay, so enjoy the rest of the day, enjoy the sunshine, and hopefully speak with you soon. Okay, bye.